All right, we are tackling one of the biggest questions in tech today, Python versus JavaScript. This is the clash of the titans for anyone looking to get into code in 2025. And believe me, the choice you make can really shape your entire career. And yeah, it really is a huge decision. The language you start with doesn't just teach you syntax, it actually shapes how you think about solving problems. It opens up specific doors to specific industries, whether that's AI, web development, or something you haven't even thought of yet. So, to break it down really simply, let's start with a core idea. Think of Python as the brain. It's the go-to language for anything involving data, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. And then you have JavaScript, which is the builder. It's the language that constructs pretty much all the interactive websites and applications you use every single day. We're going to look at their core philosophies, what the job prospects look like, and the cool stuff you can build with each one. The goal here is to help you find the perfect fit for your goals. Okay, let's dive into this. You see, Python was designed from the ground up with one major thing in mind: readability. The whole idea is that the code should be clean, it should be intuitive, and it should feel as close to plain English as possible. This makes it a fantastic language for learning the fundamentals of programming without getting totally bogged down in confusing syntax. And here's what that philosophy looks like in the real world. Just look at this function: def calculate average numbers. I mean, you can basically read it like a sentence, right? That simplicity is Python's superpower, especially when you're just starting out. Now, JavaScript, totally different story. It was born inside the web browser. It was built specifically to make websites interactive, to handle clicks, forms, animations. But then it just exploded in popularity. And now, thanks to things like Node.js, it runs absolutely everywhere, on servers, in mobile apps, and even on your desktop. And this shows the difference perfectly. You'll notice the curly braces, the parentheses, that little arrow function. It just looks a bit more codey, doesn't it? But that syntax, while maybe a little steeper to learn at first, gives JavaScript this incredible flexibility and power to build complex, real-time applications that respond to users instantly. Okay, philosophy is great, but let's get to what a lot of you are probably thinking: jobs and money. And here's the good news: both of these languages are in ridiculously high demand. You really can't go wrong either way. If you're chasing those top-tier salaries, Python is an absolute beast, especially in the world of AI. With the machine learning field just blowing up, specialists who can handle Python's powerful data libraries can command some incredible salaries, reaching up to $160,000 and sometimes even more. Now, looking at the broader picture, you can see Python roles in AI and data science have a really high salary ceiling. But don't sleep on JavaScript. That full-stack developer path, where you work on both the front and back end of a website, is extremely competitive with fantastic pay. So while Python might have the edge for those really high-end salaries, you'll often find way more job openings for JavaScript, especially for web and entry-level spots. So what would you actually be doing day to day? Well, with Python, you're building the brains of the operation. You're creating AI models, you're analyzing massive data sets, you're building the backend APIs that let different software programs talk to each other, and you're writing scripts to automate pretty much anything you can think of. And with JavaScript, you're building the things that people actually see and touch. We're talking interactive websites, slick mobile apps for both iOS and Android, even desktop applications. It really is the language of the user interface, the part of the app that you're actually clicking and interacting with. Okay, so we've looked at philosophy, syntax, salaries, and the cool projects you can build, which brings us to the ultimate question: which one of them is actually better? And the truth is, it's the wrong question to ask. There is no single best language, period. The only thing that truly matters is which language is the best tool for your personal and professional goals. So let's make this super simple. You should choose Python if you're fascinated by data, if you want to get into the booming field of AI, if you enjoy building the logic that works behind the scenes, or if you just want the absolute smoothest entry into learning how to think like a programmer. And you should choose JavaScript if you're a visual person, if you want to build things that you can see and interact with right away. If your dream is to create websites, become a full-stack developer who can handle the whole shebang, or build mobile apps, then JavaScript is your most direct path forward. But here's the real secret for 2025 and beyond. This isn't about picking one team and sticking with it forever. The most effective, the highest paid, the most versatile developers out there, they don't just know one, they know both.
They use Python for its incredible data and backend strengths, and they use JavaScript for its user interface magic. So, what should you do right now? Here's your game plan. First, pick one language based on the goals we just talked about. Spend the next 1 to 3 months just mastering the fundamentals. Then, spend the next 3 months building real projects you can put in a portfolio. After that, once you're feeling comfortable, start learning the other language. You'll be amazed at how many concepts transfer over, and you'll instantly become twice as valuable.
So the question really isn't Python or JavaScript. It's which one you'll master first. Because in today's world, the goal isn't just to learn a language. It's to become a versatile problem solver. So once you've picked your starting point, the real question is, when will you start learning your second? That right there is the path to becoming a truly powerful developer.